Our brand new cycle of basic space lands is now available for purchase at www.itresolvesmtg.com.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another gameplay video. Today we are testing out White Weenie for the first time, I think, ever on this channel. We are actually playing a White Weenie deck. We have played some mono white decks before, but they've been more life gain focused. This is kind of purely White Weenie. It's got a lot of, like, you kill it, we get a little thing back, or, a lot of just basic value for the White Weenie deck. So to kind of go through it in the 1-drop slot here, we've got Faerie Guidemother. So 1/1 flyer, and then if you pay 2, you can get the Gift of the Fae, which says target creature gets +2/+1 and gains flying until the end of the turn. Obviously, we've got a lot of grounded creatures and just a couple flyers. This gives us a way to kind of punch through some damage if we need to. And not only that, but it's just a nice little flyer itself. Giant Killer here is a 1/2 for 1, so already pretty good value. You can pay 1 in a white and tap it to tap target creature, so it gives us a way to kind of tap stuff down. Again, either punch through some damage or save ourselves the damage, depending on what position we're in, but it's really good on both offense and defense. And then at instant speed, you can play Chop Down for 2 in a white, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Obviously, we don't have a ton that's going to be like super powerful. The whole point of this deck is to be fast and kind of spread out. And so this does a really good job of clearing the way again to hopefully get in with our little guys. Healer's Hawk here, 1/1 for 1 with flying and lifelink. Very straightforward card. We've seen this in a million different lists before. It's a great life gain enabler, and here too it's very good. Hunted Witness, a 1/1 for 1 as well, but when it dies, we get a 1/1 white soldier creature token with a lifelink left behind. So this kind of has built-in protection, especially against control decks. These decks tend to suffer a little bit because, you sweep the board and then we're out. But leaving Hunted Witness up or something like a Tithe Taker up, which has Afterlife 1, so essentially it leaves behind a 1/1 flyer when it dies, really helps kind of keep us in the game. A good scalable threat here is Stonecoil Serpent. You can pay X, so whatever that is, it gets that many +1/+1 counters, but it has reach, trample, and protection from multicolored, which again is really good depending on the matchup that we're at, but also great way to punch through a lot of damage. In the 2-drop slot, we've already kind of talked about Tithe Taker. It's a 2/1 for 2. It does have that Afterlife 1, but during your turn, spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast, and abilities your opponents activate cost 1 more to activate unless they are mana abilities. So what this means for us is it's a little bit safer on our turn, so we don't have to worry as much, still do, but not quite as much about things like counters. Any kind of basically instant speed deck is going to be slowed down a little bit because of the Tithe Taker. So flash cards, things like that are going to be a little bit slower, which is nice. Raise the Alarm is here as well as a 2-drop instant speed spell. Create 2 1/1 white creature soldier creature tokens. And so this just again kind of helps us go wide and spread out the board pretty heavily. I'm actually going to skip ahead a little bit and go to our last creature, which is Venerated Loxodon. So it's a 4/4 for 4 and a white. Not amazing, but it does have Convoke, where we can tap creatures to help play it. And then whenever it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on every creature that helped convoke it. So what's nice about this is that, these little 1/1s, you can help, tap them down, if especially they're not in a very good attacking position. You use them to help convoke out the Venerated Loxodon, and then all of a sudden they're much stronger. You also don't have to invest all the mana into this, and then you can double up on spells that turn. So very good. Looking back, though, at the 3-drop slot, we kind of have our 2 oddball cards, although very good. Gideon Blackblade, obvious include for this deck. 3 mana, 4 loyalty planeswalker. As long as it's our turn, it's a 4/4 creature with indestructible. It is still a planeswalker, so we do still get to activate that. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Gideon Blackblade. Find that very difficult to say. During our turn, which is also really good. +1, up to 1 target creature you control gains your choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Indestructible until the end of the turn, all of which are very helpful. And then if you can get it up to -6, you actually just get to straight exile a permanent, which is really good. So kind of hoping to see how this actually pans out. I'm excited for Gideon. The other card here, which is a very easy include again for White Weenie, Unbreakable Formation, 2 and a white for an instant. Creatures you control gain indestructible until the end of the turn. Obviously, this is very, very good protection against things like sweepers. But also, if you cast this during your main phase, since it does have addendum, you can put a 1/1 counter on each of those creatures, and they gain vigilance until the end of the turn. So this is also just a great, like, kind of quick win card. And one that, you know, if we know we're in a safe matchup where sweepers are not a thing, mono green maybe, something like that, we don't need to hold on to these so much as we need to play these out, pump up our board, and then be able to really swing in. We do run 21 lands in this one. We've got 15 plains, the full 4 Castle Ardenvale, and then 2 Mobilized District, which is not a land we see very often, so I'm going to talk about it really quickly. You can pay 4 and it becomes a 3/3 citizen creature with vigilance until the end of the turn, again helping us to go wide. It is still a land. The ability costs 1 less to activate for every legendary creature and planeswalker we control. Now, unfortunately for us, we've only got Gideon Blackblade that really triggers this. However, tends to be that we're going to run out of cards fairly quickly, given that we don't have any card draw. That's one suffrage of this deck, is that card draw is very, very lacking. And so you'll notice things like Castle Ardenvale or Mobilized District are really, really important in this deck because they give us a mana sink. And we absolutely need mana sinks in this one. So let's jump in. Let's see how this one goes. I've not playtested this because, I mean, I've seen it playtested a good bit. And, you know, it's White Weenie. We'll see how it does. But I wanted to try it for myself. So very, very excited to try this out. I'm also drinking my coffee because it's slightly earlier than I normally play, which is fine with me. Tasty. Also, guys, I'm really, really excited because hopefully later today, no. Part of me really wants to keep this. This is such a bad, you know what? Screw it. We're here to have fun. This is the final week of Ikoria only standards, so like, but when I say Ikoria only, I just mean that we're obviously getting a new set very, very soon. And so, you know what? We're here to have fun. Screw it. This is a bad keep, though. 100%. Like, no doubt about it. You should have mulliganed this. Anyway, very, very excited. Yeah, there we go. We'll just play this little guy out. All right. Very, very excited because hopefully later today I get to bring you guys a little bit more information on the JDC. Ooh, our network connection is very terrible though. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we're gonna concede out. We may or may not count that depending on how long this actually goes. But we'll see. That probably shouldn't count because of how quickly we had to concede out. We'll probably not count that one. Anyway, I'm really excited. We've got JDC stuff coming, and I am so stoked. I've been working on the assets for it. I actually hired someone to help with the logo, and I'm really excited about the way it turned out. It's a little standard, but that's kind of the point. And so I'm very excited. I think it's perfect for what it is. I made like a little intro template that I'm really excited about. There's just so many cool things coming that are... I think really, really going to be fun. So I'm excited about this. I really like the JDC as a concept. It's very similar. If you don't know what it is, it's very similar to What the Deck. If you watch Day 9, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Day 9 does, with Noxious as well as Brian Kibler, he does these kind of just silly decks where people submit to particular themes. And you know, they get to play a ton of matches, stream it, and do all that stuff. We're doing things slightly differently in that we're not streaming it, which is a downside, I would say. But we are very, very excited to be playing, and I've got a couple people lined up that are hopefully going to be jumping in and helping us with this, and I'm very, very thrilled. So it will be a fun time. We'll just give this lifelink, I think. Let's start gaining some life. And then we'll pass. So yeah, lots of fun stuff coming. JDC is going to be coming back, hopefully very soon. I think if you're in our Discord, you've probably heard a little bit about it. We do have a deck suggestion channel available for you guys there. So the way that this is going to work is we do actually have things that are a channel for you guys to submit decks. So we are going to take them from you guys and use them. So we will credit you guys, of course, and do it again a very similar way to what the deck there. But this first one especially is very much open to whatever you guys want. It is jank. All it needs to be is legal on Arena, and that's it. Not standard legal, nothing like that. If you would like to suggest a deck, I highly suggest you jump in our Discord so you can do that. But I am thrilled. I am so thrilled. I think this is going to be such a good time, so I'm excited. Really, really excited. Let's see. Let's get Gideon out. Let's give Tithe Taker, give it Indestructible. We'll swing in. This is what White Weenie is looking to do, by the way. Just swing in every turn and hope that we kind of get there. That's pretty much it. It's not a whole lot to it, to be honest. But yeah, so JDC coming back. The first recording day officially will be Tuesday, next Tuesday. I believe. I don't really want to spoil the guests, so I don't know if I will or not. I'm debating on that. But I'm really excited about it. It's somebody in our community, so I'm really excited to be playing with them, and I think it's going to be a really fun time. We're debating on later on opening up the JDC a little bit and incorporating. Hey, we got there. Incorporating other, literally community people. When I say community people, I mean someone that we work with or we have worked with in the past. But what I would love to be able to do is open it up for people in the community who are very active in our Discord or active on Patreon or something along those lines. I'd love to open that up for you guys. And then that way, if you would like to take part in it, or if you have a deck that you're really, really excited about, you can kind of push it to the top of the list or make sure that, you get a chance to hang out and play with us. Because I think that would be really fun. I think it's a great idea to get, community people involved. Certainly there's a risk to it. There always is. But I think inherently the fact that we're recording, not streaming, kind of solves that. But again, that's all speculation. Also, what in the world? Oh, okay, this is a multicolor deck. Well, we really just need a Stonecoil Serpent, and we might be okay. So yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, Dovin. You got it. Ooh. Was really hoping for a little something else there. Let's swing both at Dovin. That's fine. I'll just play another Tithe Taker here. This is going to be an interesting match, I think. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to go, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Looks like this is going to be a creature spell. Okay. Oh, cool. Sure. That's pretty cool. What does that have? Trample? I kind of want it to get the 1/1 counter so we can kind of go ham on it. Well, let's attack in the air first. They may just block, and that's fine. Okay. Let's just play a Hunted Witness out, and then what we can do is flash in, or instant speed raise the alarm and hopefully block this. If they don't, or if they get the 1/1 counter, then we just have a free target for Giant Killer next turn. So, that's fine. Completely fine. That's fine. Trample and Menace. That's fine. Oh, they didn't do it. Okay. Well, let's do it anyway. I'm just kind of playing out a bunch of creatures here, to be honest, which I think is fine. Why is this here is what I want to know. I'm just going to attack here. It's going to trade off. That's fine. Interested to see how this deck pans out. Oh, wow. Tibalt. This is a weird deck, like 100% a weird deck. What did it get that time? Vigilance. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay. You attack there. You attack there. You attack there. Wait. Yeah, no, it has to. We're just gonna attack everything at the planeswalkers, make sure that they get the heck out of there. Cool. Unbreakable Formation, doing the most. It might have been more correct to just go ahead and swing in at them, but meh. Ooh, that's nice. So the question becomes, what do we discard? I think it's just Giant Killer. I think we kind of want Gideon here. It's a bit speculative to think that we might be able to kill that anyway, so I'm not rushing that. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this. We'll give this indestructible, I think. It's just a bunch of planeswalkers. Do this. No, we're gonna hold off. I'm debating on so many things and I shouldn't. Oh, that has reach now. Whoops. Well, that's fine. Alright, got rid of Davriel at least, and started hitting them. Wow, this is just planeswalkers galore. Yeah. It's just tokens, right? Like, that's all that this really is. Oh, mean. Yeah, you got it. Mobilized District. Okay. Huh. And this has vigilance now. That feels terrible. Give this indestructible. Do we want to mobilize our district? All right. We obviously can't really let them have Ashiok, which is kind of annoying. I'm gonna do that. I'm attacking kind of weird because I'm not really planning this out very well, so I apologize, but yeah, hair in my mouth. Excuse me. Yep. This Mecha Godzilla is like annoying as butt. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that's fine. So Gideon's gonna die here. Oh, no, not necessarily. I guess we can block it. No, we can't. I'm sorry, it has Menace. I think we are gonna lose this one. I'm just like, I'm not really sure. Another like, they just get to kill this, yeah. What does it have now? First strike, okay. Sure. Okay, so now the problem is they've got like this giant 4/4 dragons, so we can't really do a ton. So I think we're gonna lose. This is such an odd deck. I mean, sure, it works. It's just a weird deck. Yeah. You got it. Yep. 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 7 counters? What is it? Lifelink now. Cool. Yep. Definitely think we lose. But that's fine. We're gonna do this now just because I think we need to, obviously. I I don't even know. I don't even know. That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. I'm going to go ahead and concede here. We can't really fight through these, unfortunately. Especially not with the planes. Next turn, I think we were going to be hitting a pretty big hit. So let's go ahead and jump into an actual game 3. I think we will not count that first one. So let's see how this does. So far, though, we're 1-1. That's not terrible. I do like White Weenie just generally. Do I think that this White Weenie, though, is, like, amazing? It's not amazing. I think it could certainly be better. I don't know if it's just a matter of the card pool, though, is a bit minimal. Because, like, there are things that I think would be better main decked in here, but they're, I don't know. There's a lot with this deck. Oh, good lord. Frame rates are just not good. I think we don't attack. We'll try and make this one quick. I don't think this game's going to last very long, so that's why I'm not worried about... Wait, what? Oh, sorcery only. Oh, goodness. Yep. That was dumb. Chances are we're going to lose this anyway. But, you know, we're going to put stuff out there. Tithe Taker really not doing a ton in this matchup, though, other than blocking. And again, I'm playing a bit loose right now, knowing that, you know, this isn't going to really work too well, I don't think. Let's do this. Yeah, let's just do that. That can be a problem later on, so I'd rather kind of get rid of that. And we've got more things that we'll be able to play here, so. We could play the Loxodon and tap some stuff. Don't really love that play, given our matchup right now. But it does kind of match pretty well against some of these other things, does it not? Yeah. We can kind of do it all. Let's do it all. Do this. They all get counters. That feels pretty good. So we're probably going to have to just chump block. I mean, we're definitely going to have to chump block. Hopefully these don't get too out of hand this turn, but don't have high hopes, but that's fine. Looks like they're short on land, though. Excuse me. A little surprised that they're attacking him with everything like this, but that's fine. Okay. Excuse me. Let's get Gideon out there. I'm gonna give this lifelink. Doesn't really work all that well, but that's fine. Ugh. Do we attack? Probably not, right? As much as I would love to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do that. Get some more counters on stuff. I think that's the right play. I mean, we can now block and kind of deal with everything that they've got, so that's fine. And it looks like they may still be short on land, which is, I mean, kind of good for us. I'm fine with it. I could have attacked him with the lifelinker, but I don't think we should, so I'm fine with not. Actually, let's just do this. just in case they had some weird trick, I wanted to make sure that it died. So I don't think that was incorrect. Let's see. Can we be offensive, though, is the question, because the reality is they've still got a lot of stuff. I'm going to target this guy. I'm going to give him lifelink. I'm just going to start gaining a little bit of life here. We'll do that. Keep it simple. They can eat some stuff, and that's fine. But most of their stuff is just going to be able to trade off. So, like, you know. There's no reason to do this now, but screw it. All right. They're not an instant speed deck, so I don't really feel bad about doing that. Sorry for the frame rates, guys. I know it's terrible. We're just going to power through because I assumed that this would be a bit of a quicker game, but turns out I might have been wrong, but that's okay. Healer's Hawk's pretty good. The problem is this has reach, by the way. That's kind of the frustration. Let's do this. Let's do this, and we'll give it lifelink. Again, we're just trying to keep ourselves above water. We could have exiled a permanent there, but I really don't actually think we need to. All right. Gotta love coffee. It's actually really good for them, given their current state. All that to say, though, that chances are, man, they are just getting either really unlucky or I don't know what, but I'm not going to complain, to be honest. We're about to exile the mess out of some stuff. All right, let's exile the permanent. What are we exiling? I honestly kind of think it's the Beast Whisperer here. We just don't want them to be able to draw a ton of stuff. I mean, it's kind of straightforward, honestly. We'll swing in with our flyers. We're leaving back the Mobilized District because we can activate that at any time. And so that does provide us with an extra 3 power on blocking. Right now, it's a very key thing for us to be able to get rid of their tools, as in Beast Whisper. And we have tipped the scale back in our favor in terms of life total, which is quite good. Granted, you know, they got some really powerful stuff, but if they attack in, we just get to swing back with a lot, which is certainly a problem for them. Let's do this. Let's give this lifelink. I believe in you, friend, says Gideon. Yep. Attack him for 3. Again, I'm taking it slow. I'm not even attacking him with Gideon because there's not really a point. Let's do this. All right. That feels pretty good too. Next turn, we'll maybe math it out, but we could potentially just start swinging him with everything. I don't know if that's really 100% great or not, but we'll see. That's very good for them. It's interesting include, though. All right. Land. Woo. Okay, so if we do this, that's a 3/3. We're going to deal 3 no matter what, right? They can block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. None of which has lifelink. So then that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not enough to kill them. So let's keep it easy. You. Lifelink. We're just going to do this for another turn here. Not going to attack with anything else. Thankfully, they just don't have reach, which makes this a lot easier. And that's kind of the point, by the way, is that we do have flyers that can kind of poke through the damage. So that's kind of the idea. Oh, good. I'm kind of okay with that because that just means they're not attacking with anything. Or they're not getting free value, excuse me. 1 to the top. All right. Probably a land. Does this have trample? Do any of these have trample? Pellet Collector, yeah, but no. So we can just do very little and still win. A Gideon again. You. Lifelink. Again, we can probably win here on just attacking with everything. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we just need to get 2 more damage in. So no, that actually doesn't work. If I have mobilized the district, then yes, but whatever, that's fine. We don't really have to worry too much because there's very little that they can actually do that would, in a mono green deck, that would actually win them the game at this point. This is like a weird include in this deck, by the way. Night Pack Ambusher is a very good card when you know you're not going to be playing much on your turn. Given that this is a mono green deck, I don't think that that's the best thing. But obviously not for me to decide. That's their deck, so I don't think I would have thrown that in there. I kind of get the idea though, right? Like you just get random value if you happen to just brick and draw a land or something. And like that's fine. But it really doesn't really work too well. What are we? Nope. Interface is great. Also, just want to mention, for the first time in forever, we are getting MTG Arena on Mac, which is like kind of mind-blowing a little bit, just because it's very much not the normal case. So can this get reach? Yes. And they do have that left up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're just doing it. We're just gonna do the thing. Screw it. They can give something reach here, so we're just doing the thing. This wins us the game, I believe. Anyway, yeah. So it is coming to Mac, which is pretty exciting. I think that's pretty cool. We haven't. That's unprecedented in the world of Magic, because Magic Online was never for Mac, and that was so frustrating. And to be honest, I had to like make a setup for this based off of like old work computers and crap, just because I tend to be a Mac user, so I'm really excited about that. Don't know if that changes the setup by any means, but you know, that's fine. There we go. All right, we got there. So 2-1 is our record after this video. And you know, it felt fine. It felt very much like a White Weenie deck. Kind of a slightly worse White Weenie deck than you would expect, but that's fine. We'll jump into a video 2 here in just a little bit, so you should be able to see that very, very soon. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please make sure to leave a like or a comment down below. And I'm very, very excited to bring back the JDC and all that stuff, so do please check out the Discord. Suggest a deck for us to use, and I am very, very stoked. Oh, it's going to be so fun. So thanks a lot, guys. I will see you in the next gameplay video.